right now on 15 News Now.
I'll let you know what your Independence Day forecast looks like.
A portion of Obamacare is being halted. Investigators are trying to determine the cause of the Arizona fire. Plus, the number of Americans seeking unemployment benefits has fallen. 15 News Now starts right now.
Coverage you can count on. 15 News Now starts now.
A major component of the president's health care overhaul is being delayed until 2015. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins. Our top story on 15 News Now. The administration announced Tuesday that large companies do not have to implement the law on January 1st, 2014. Ephraim Graham reports.
Business leaders are breathing a sigh of relief, saying the delay will give companies more time to update their health care coverage before facing arbitrary fines. The law says companies with more than 50 workers must provide coverage to all full-time employees or face a series of tax penalties. Pro-business groups complain that bureaucrats fill the provision with too many complicated requirements.
For example, there is the employer mandate, the requirement that businesses with 50 or more full-time equivalent employees provide health insurance or pay penalties. That was a 3.5-page provision that got turned into a 144-page regulation with 44 definitions.
As registration at North Florida Community College is underway, students must note that the school offers a wide variety of courses. NFCC President John Grosskopf tells 15 News Now that the school has a history of getting what the students need before they transfer to a university.
Our college has historically served primarily as a transfer institution, and even to this day, the biggest slice of our student population are those folks who come here to get their Associate of Arts degree to transfer on to a university.
Advising for the fall semester is already underway. However, you still have plenty of time to get registered for fall classes. Phil Wilkerson explains why advising is good.
Generally, a student, particularly a new student, would come in, meet with an advisor. We would talk about their long-term goals, their life goals, their vocational goals, and from there, work to put together a schedule for them.
Now, if you would like to become a student or need to make an appointment for advising, call 973-9455 or visit nfcc.edu. Classes start August 26th. A commercial passenger service says it is pulling back on its service between a struggling southwestern Illinois airport and Florida, citing a season lull in traffic. Nonstop, twice-weekly service out of Mid-America St. Louis Airport near Masuska to Orlando will be taking a hiatus for 7 weeks after August the 11th. The move is due to a slowdown in demand for that route into Orlando. Authorities say a 37-year-old Florida woman faces first-degree murder charges for orchestrating the shooting that killed her fiancé in rural Tennessee. Connie Sanders King was arrested on Tuesday. She's accused of setting up the death of 41-year-old Tom Colucci of Coffee County, Tennessee, in November. Her estranged husband, Troy King, was arrested in March near San Diego as he tried to enter Mexico. Authorities say Colucci was the stage manager for country music singer Jody Messina. Now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our 4th of July forecast. And Dustin, what's in store?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Today, another warm day in the Big Bend. And we're going to continue to see warm temperatures across the evening with possibility of some thunderstorms as well. 83 degrees at 7 p.m. By 9 p.m. about 79. And we're dropping only down to about 75 by midnight. Definitely a warm night on hand. We'll have more details on your Independence Day forecast coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Up next on 15 News Now, investigators are trying to determine the cause of the Arizona fire. That story coming up on 15 News Now.
I needed coverage that I could afford, so I called ICANN.
When I lost my job, I needed health benefits from my family, so I called ICANN.
With my history, I couldn't get health insurance, so I called ICANN.
Going without health insurance? One call can change it all. Rates too high? You've been turned down, or just need to save money. ICANN has plans to meet your needs, no matter your income. We have plans that include coverage for doctor visits, prescriptions, hospital stays, surgery, emergency room visits, and the list goes on. But wait, there's more. ICANN has programs that connect you with licensed doctors round the clock from wherever you are. And as a special bonus, if you call right now, we'll send you a no-cost, no-obligation Humana prescription drug savings card just for calling.
That's a savings of up to 50% off your prescriptions at 54,000 participating pharmacies nationwide.
You're watching 15 News Now with Fred Dawkins and Dustin Kopp. 15 News Now continues.
Fire investigators from across the country are in Prescott, Arizona, trying to determine what caused the nation's largest loss of firefighters since 9/11. Meanwhile, thousands gathered Tuesday night for a vigil honoring the 19 members of the Granite Mountain Hotshots who died in that blaze. Among those present was 21-year-old Brendan McDonough, the sole survivor of the 20-person crew of elite firefighters. McDonough was acting as a lookout when the winds suddenly shifted and the fire raced out of control on Sunday.
He's trying to deal with the same things that we're all trying to deal with, but you can understand how that's compounded being there on the scene. He was warning them to get out. They had made their plan to get out. They were attempting to reach their safety zone.
There are still nearly 600 firefighters on the front lines of the blaze that has scorched more than 13 square miles and destroyed over 200 homes. The Wakulla County Sheriff's Office arrested a 19-year-old Crawfordville man in connection with a series of vehicle burglaries in the Wakulla Gardens section of Crawfordville in late June and early July. Swanee Stokes faces 4 counts of burglary, 3 counts of petty theft, and 1 count of grand theft in 4 cases that were reported on June 26th, 27th, and July 1st. 3 of the thefts occurred on Maxons Road, and the other was reported on Dakota Drive. One of the vehicle burglary victims reported the loss of more than $300 worth of personal property, creating the grand theft. Some of the stolen items included a purse, cell phones, credit cards, medications, a pocket knife, and GPS. The suspect was identified through the use of a stolen credit card in Tallahassee. Stokes was booked into the Wakulla County Jail and remains in jail under a $24,000 bond. The U.S. Coast Guard in Miami is assisting in the search of a 28-foot boat that hasn't been heard of since setting sail for Utila Island in the Honduras. The boat was carrying 5 Hondurans, a Canadian, and 2 Americans when it left the western end of Rotan, Honduras on Saturday afternoon. The U.S. Coast Guard says a family member of the U.S. citizen reported the boat missing. Coast Guard spokesperson Game Soma says the search has covered more than 596 square miles by Tuesday, and they've seen no signs of the missing vessel. Up next on 15 News Now, the number of Americans seeking unemployment benefits has fallen. 15 News Now, we'll be right back.
Health Insurance Update.
This just in for all uninsured Americans with or without pre-existing conditions. The recent health care bill will not take effect until at least 2014, leaving families and individuals lacking health insurance with no immediate solution to their concerns. Meanwhile, medical problems continue to be the #1 cause of bankruptcies. Here's the good news. A health insurance hotline has been established to provide affordable health insurance for all uninsured Americans, and yes, uninsured Americans with pre-existing conditions. Call the number on your screen now, and in less than 10 minutes, you could receive a choice of affordable plans from the Hotline Network. This is not a discount card. You will have access to doctors, hospitals, dental care, infant care, and emergency services. Call the Health Insurance Hotline now and get you and your family covered today.
Call 800-794-0825. That's 800-794-0825. Call now.
The number of Americans seeking unemployment benefits fell 5,000 to a seasonally adjusted 343,000 last week. Now that's a sign that layoffs remain low and companies are adding a modest number of jobs. The Labor Department says the 4-week average, a less volatile figure, dipped just 750 to 345,500. The average has fallen 9% in the past year. Well, summer is here, and the one thing most people do is go on vacation. However, one thing people need to keep in mind is keeping crime down. While you're on vacation, your home is acceptable to crime. We've got information on what you need to do to keep your crime down while you're away. Visit our website, WSFD15.com, to see a list of vacation crime prevention tips. A fatal weekend car crash in Connecticut has been linked to a murder investigation surrounding former Patriots tight end Aaron Hernandez. Police say 33-year-old Thaddeus Singleton III of Bristol was killed when the car he was driving slammed into the Farmington Country Club early on Sunday. Singleton is married to Hernandez's cousin. Police say the car was registered to a man, reportedly Hernandez's uncle, whose home had been searched several times by Massachusetts police investigating a 2012 double homicide linked to the former NFL star. Well, a judge has ruled that attorneys can present evidence about a college criminal justice course taken by George Zimmerman during the former Neighborhood Watch Volunteers murder trial. The course included work regarding Florida's self-defense law. Judge Deborah Nelson ruled Wednesday that evidence about the coursework could be shown during trial.
When we come back, I'll give you all the latest Storm Tracker weather information for your Independence Day forecast. We'll be right back.
Mom! Mom? Oh.
This mom was lucky that her daughter happened to stop by. Can your mom or dad reach a phone in such an emergency? The solution is Life Alert. Life Alert saves a life from a catastrophe every 11 minutes.
Linda, thank you for finding Life Alert for me. I feel much safer having it.
Whenever my mother needed help, Life Alert was there.
Because of Life Alert, my mother's life was saved.
Life Alert definitely saved my mother-in-law's life that day. There's no doubt about it.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-821-5206. That's 1-800-821-5206. Call now, 1-800-821-5206. For a free brochure, call 1-800-821-5206. 1-800-821-5206.
Here is your Storm Tracker forecast.
And welcome back. 83 degrees is our current temperature with some showers and thunderstorms out there. It feels like 88 though with current dew point 71, 65% humidity, and an east-southeast wind at 5 miles per hour. Throughout the area, we're going to see showers and thunderstorms on your Independence Day. We're also going to see showers and thunderstorms heavy at times, and temperatures are definitely going to be on the hot side here in the Big Bend. Here's what our forecast looks like. Heavy thunderstorms over the area, definitely for some time throughout the next several days. Isolated thunderstorms in nature through most of Florida. For your forecast, if you're heading out and about this evening, we're going to see those showers and thunderstorms isolated in nature, some heavy at times, 83 degrees at 7 p.m. by 9:79. By midnight, about 75 degrees. Then for tonight, our overnight low, still on the warm side, 75 degrees with some heavy thunderstorms. East wind 5 to 10. For tomorrow, another warm day, 88 degrees, heavy thunderstorms, south wind around 15 to 20. And looking ahead for the next several days, thunderstorms likely on your Friday, 90 degrees, 89 and thunderstorms on Saturday. Then we see a round of isolated thunderstorms Sunday through Wednesday of next week. Temperatures in the 90s, low 90s that is, for Sunday and Monday, but mid 80s for Tuesday and Wednesday. Don't forget to get the latest weather information on our website, WSFD15.com.
The most important thing you can do for your kids. We're going to talk about that coming up on Focus on the Family with Dr. Bill Meyer.
I'm Stacy Johnson. Out of work, underpaid, or just ready for a change? Maybe it's time to hit the books. Tips on going back to school just ahead on Money Talks News.
I can't travel. I can't sit for very long. I can't stand for very long. I can't sleep. It's difficult to find any joy. It's unbelievable how just a few months of taking Nopalea, how it's changed my life, how much better I feel. You just get a total appreciation, new appreciation for life that I haven't had in so long.
With over 8 million bottles of Nopalea sold, we know it will work for you. Pick up the phone and call now. Learn how to get your 32-ounce bottle of Nopalea free. You'll also receive the Secret Killer Special Report that talks about the dangers associated with inflammation and an audio CD that explains the science behind the Nopal Superfruit.
I just know it worked. And it helped me, and it'll help you too.
Get on the road to wellness now.
I needed coverage that I could afford, so I called ICANN.
When I lost my job, I needed health benefits from my family. So I called ICANN.
With my history, I couldn't get health insurance, so I called ICANN.
Going without health insurance? One call can change it all. Rates too high? You've been turned down, or just need to save money. ICANN has plans to meet your needs, no matter your income. We have plans that include coverage for doctor visits, prescriptions, hospital stays, surgery, emergency room visits, and the list goes on. But wait, there's more. ICANN has programs that connect you with licensed doctors round the clock from wherever you are. And as a special bonus, if you call right now, we'll send you a no-cost, no-obligation Humana prescription drug savings card just for calling.
That's a savings of up to 50% off your prescriptions at 54,000 participating pharmacies nationwide.
So don't wait. Call ICANN right now.
What's the most important gift that you can give your children? Dr. Bill Meyer has the answer to that in today's Focus on the Family.
When children know, no matter what I do, they still believe in me, they still love me. That is the basis for children having a heart to listen to their parents.
It really can't be overstated. Unconditional love is absolutely essential to building a strong relationship with your kids. That's what parenting experts Sally and Clay Clarkson discovered with their own children.
No matter what I do, whether it's wrong or right, I always feel my parents are still there loving me, even if they need to tell me I did something wrong.
It wasn't a formula. It took a lot of time, more time than we ever thought. And in order to reach their heart, we needed to really invest a lot of heart time with them.
So it's really to come alongside them, to walk with them. So when they wander off the path, we gently bring them back.
A relationship that has love as a guide will often overcome parental mistakes, even those that come naturally.
As a father and as a man, I think we have a built-in harshness gene. And so it's easy for us to bark at our kids. I need to learn how to exercise gentleness with my children, to be in their lives and inside their hearts and minds and give them that direction and correction that they will need.
And don't forget the incredible power that words have in your child's life.
Words have the potential for building a foundation of confidence, of life, of appreciation, or if they don't feel like they can be affirmed by you, then they'll look for someplace else to be affirmed.
Where there's an observation of something special about the child and it's said out loud. I mean, that is something that builds up a child and they'll remember it all day long. I mean, you can see a child just light up.
Encouraging words, physical affection, and plenty of loving attention. Those are foundational to a relationship that can withstand even the tough teenage years. For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, WSFD15.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. For many people, their current job situation isn't providing them with all they need financially or professionally. So millions of Americans are choosing to study something new. Money expert Stacey Johnson has some tips on going back to school.
There are a lot of reasons people have for going back to school.
Career changing, promotional, and then there are people that go for the sake of going for additional education.
But before you spend the time and the money to go back to campus, ask yourself a few questions. Sherry Saperstein is Career Development Director at Nova Southeastern University. She says the first question you have to ask is, what's your purpose?
Is this going to lead me to a career that will make me a happier individual every day? And what will be the payoff for me?
Next, do you have the time? Managing school life with current responsibilities can be tough, but planning and preparation can help you succeed. Number 3, do you have the money? There's not only school fees, but reduced income if you have to cut back on work or quit your current job. Number 4, cost versus benefit.
Is the cost of my education going to outweigh where I'm potentially going, and am I going to be able to pay off these actual loans?
Finally, what are the alternatives? Going back to school may seem the only option to get ahead, but you might be able to attend seminars, ask for different opportunities in your current job, or find other ways to learn new skills without returning to the classroom. Bottom line, study your options for career advancement and try not to put in more time and money than you can get back in return. Want more ideas and information? Just go to MoneyTalksNews.com and do a search for Going Back to School. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacey Johnson.
As Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, WSFD15.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
Mom! Mom?
This mom was lucky that her daughter happened to stop by. Can your mom or dad reach a phone in such an emergency? The solution is Life Alert. Life Alert saves a life from a catastrophe every 11 minutes.
Linda, thank you for finding Life Alert for me. I feel much safer having it.
Whenever my mother needed help, Life Alert was there.
Because of Life Alert, my mother's life was saved.
Life Alert definitely saved my mother-in-law's life that day. There's no doubt about it.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-821-5206. That's 1-800-821-5206. Call now, 1-800-821-5206. For a free brochure, call 1-800-821-5206. 1-800-821-5206.
I needed coverage that I could afford, so I called ICANN.
When I lost my job, I needed health benefits from my family. So I called ICANN.
With my history, I couldn't get health insurance, so I called ICANN.
Going without health insurance? One call can change it all. Rates too high? You've been turned down, or just need to save money. ICANN has plans to meet your needs, no matter your income. We have plans that include coverage for doctor visits, prescriptions, hospital stays, surgery, emergency room visits, and the list goes on. But wait, there's more. ICANN has programs that connect you with licensed doctors round the clock from wherever you are. And as a special bonus, if you call right now, we'll send you a no-cost, no-obligation Humana prescription drug savings card just for calling.
That's a savings of up to 50% off your prescriptions at 54,000 participating pharmacies nationwide.
So don't wait. Call ICANN right now.
This is Sports Zone.
American League Cy Young Award winner David Price pitched 3 hit ball for 7 innings in his first return from the disabled list, and Desmond Jennings homered and drove in 4 runs as the Tampa Bay Rays beat out the Houston Astros for the second straight night, 8-0 on Tuesday. Price had missed the last 44 games with a left tricep strain in his first ever stint on the DL, but he showed no signs of rust, allowing a season low for hits with a season best 10 strikeouts. Chris Johnson's 2-run go-ahead double was the big hit in a 4-run 6th inning that helped out the Braves to an 11-3 win over the Miami Marlins on Tuesday night. The Braves set a season high with 16 hits and matched their high for runs. The game was tied at 3 before the Braves opened it up in the 6th with 3 straight hits off of Dan Jennings loading up the bases. Ryan Webb struck out Dan Uggla and Reed Johnson before Johnson gave the Atlanta the lead with his double right past first baseman Logan Morrison. And the Columbus Blue Jackets have traded the rights to defenseman Drew Olson to the Tampa Bay Lightning in exchange for future consideration, General Manager Jarmo Kekalainen said on Tuesday. The 23-year-old Olson was the 4th pick and 118th overall in the 2008 NHL Draft. The Brainerd, Minnesota native played 4 seasons at the University of Minnesota Duluth from the 2009-2013 season, registering 3 goals and 18 assists for 21 points and 109 penalty minutes in 147 career games. And that's today in sports. Guys, it's back to you at the news desk. I'm Aaron Cox.
That does it for our newscast for today. Thanks for joining Dustin and me. We'll be back tomorrow. You folks out there have a safe and happy 4th of July. God bless everyone.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com.